What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the Blackfire Technical Analysis YouTube channel. I am your host, crypto bro? We are back at it again with another edition of the daily live stream. You already know what it is. It is a beautiful Wednesday morning. I'm just gonna fucking say Wednesday morning. It's Tuesday for me, but it is Wednesday morning technically on the clock. It's cool. It's a little bit drizzly outside. It's starting to feel like fall. Finally, it's fall. Finally. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day to trade. I came up with a little bit of a decision for the YouTube titles, at least the titles of my my videos here. I think I'm gonna go ahead and go with something random every day, based off of what I read online here. More importantly, I like to pay attention to a lot of the dumb shit people say on Facebook in regards to the market and things like that. Typically, when I see something kind of like. I think it's funny. So today I used, why is Bitcoin crashing, bro? Why is Bitcoin crashing? It's not you, nerd. I got that off, Facebook. Someone posted, why is Bitcoin crashing? Oh my goodness! And I look at Bitcoin's chart and I'm over here like, it's not really a crash. It's not really a crash. We'll get into Bitcoin later, but I just thought it was funny that, again, a little bit of a red candle on the daily time frame tends to make people freak out. I think it's funny. I think it's funny that one little red candle just absolutely turns the tables for people's mindset and their psychology here in this game, in this big bad game of the market as a whole. So that's what I'm going to do every day. That's what my videos titles are basically going to be off of stupid shit that I read. Hopefully I can pull a laugh. Hopefully I can pull some viewers with my own kind of comedic twist. We'll give it a shot. But without further ado, we do have plenty of things to talk about here today in the markets. We're going to go ahead and start off with NASDAQ as we usually normally do. And what do we see here? Boom. Actually, not the best signal in my opinion. We saw a full pump up here to the all-time high resistance. Boom, swiftly rejected. Closed on a reversal style candlestick here. Again, reversal style candlesticks are not indicative of the direction of reversal. This still has the possibility to go up, but we are going to talk about the possibilities here with this. From any standard, in my opinion, any closure below current support right now, this will flag as a top here on the RSI, and I will be looking for a little bit more of a pullback, to be quite honest with you. We are in an uptrend right now, so realistically, a pullback to the 21 exponential here, from a slightly macro perspective here, wouldn't be out of the question. We are in an uptrend, and this kind of an insignificant low. It could be, especially if we see price action, start to reverse here to the downside and take out the support level here. Pull back to the 21 would not be out of the question. We are already seeing a little bit of waning momentum here on the stochastics, although it's not the strongest loss of upward momentum that I've ever seen. We are still seeing stochastics curl to the downside alongside the exponential here, but the fact still remains we are closing on support. We still see stochastics remain deep in the bullish critical zone here. We do see RSI continuing its uptrend as well, albeit looking a little weak within this region here. The structure as a whole, I can't really complain. Again, I mentioned to you guys, the trend is your friend until the end of the trend for any asset that you're looking at. NASDAQ is currently in an uptrend here. Has already confirmed a change of behavior. So, seeing a little bit more of a pullback would not be out of the question. Obvious, heinous sell pressure here, but, a pullback to the 21 at the end of the day, in my opinion, would not be out of the question. But in my opinion, as long as we're closing above this high right here, 14,600, we could see a little bit of a pullback realistically from a momentum perspective, and see price action continue to decline. And now, is that my bias? No, I'm still fucking bullish as shit on NASDAQ right now, just because the other world markets are acting very bullishly and confirming new all-time highs. Obviously, not seeing new all-time highs yet on NASDAQ here. Still confident that is still an extreme possibility here. Now, we are going to be talking about this resistance right here, perfectly aligned with the the one, right? The all-time high, the current ceiling of resistance for this price action to achieve new all-time highs. I'm still going to be paying attention to this resistance very, very, very carefully, because if we do see a break, obviously after the break, confirming with an open and closure, secondary open and closure above this resistance line here to confirm it as support, I will be looking for price action to move to its next target, somewhere around 16,040 bucks. 16,040, yeah, somewhere around the one spot 272 is kind of going to be the general lay of my my target region here. Again, I would expect some kind of the same push, right? Some sell-off pressure if we do in fact see price action come up towards this one spot 272 here based off of this formation. I still like the structure as a whole. I still like this this low here as a macro higher low. Again, we have seen a little bit of a change of behavior, taking out some inconsequential lows, but when when in doubt, pull out. When in doubt, pull out, and we see that this low right here is much more significant on a daily time frame than any of these lows up here. Seeing a little bit of a downtrend was a little scary, to be quite honest with you. And obviously, I want it to die, right? I want the market to die, because who doesn't want to buy anything at the lowest possible price, right? It didn't. It reversed. It confirmed a change of behavior. Taking out a pretty significant lower high, in my opinion, and basing support right now. So we're still seeing support hold. That's something we have to consider as well. We did see the initial break of resistance on the 24th, 2 days ago. What? That wasn't 2 days ago. Sometimes the times really fuck with me. I'm just gonna call that Monday. Yeah, two or 3 days ago, we saw resistance break here. We saw yesterday's candle right here. Boom. Yeah, it rejected pretty heinously, but guess what? We also confirmed support at the same time here. So, seeing this hold as support, I still have to lean towards seeing continuation play out. And not only that, you guys, look at the moving averages here, right? We coming off of a nice 21 exponential play here with that secondary candle closure back above it, confirming a legitimate trade. We are also seeing the red 10 simple very, very, very with girth, with heft, cross back above that 21 exponential and continue to sail upwards here. Again, a little bit of rejection at the all-time high, in my opinion, is kind of something that's like, you kind of have to expect it a little bit, especially seeing the first test of that region since we confirmed that all-time high. Gotta kind of expect a little bit of sell pressure, right? Gotta kind of, again, not expect, prepare for a little bit of sell pressure. God damn. Yummy. Okay, yes, especially when seeing new all-time highs here, the way I'm looking at it, gotta kind of look for some, resistance, right? Gotta look for resistance. Again, this is a major resistance, right? This is a pivotal point, in my opinion. If we achieve new all-time highs on NASDAQ here, like SPY futures and Dow Jones here, I'm expecting explosive price action. So, my conditions are, this horizontal resistance right here, 15,730. If that breaks, I'll look for the one spot 272. Anything below current support here at 15,510. A pullback to the 21 is very possible, in my opinion. Maybe even lower, all the way down to this region here. Again, it's just one of those outlined possibilities that I'm planning for, right? I'm not. Again, I try to remind everybody, while I am confident, I try not to say that, yeah, it's definitely going to move one way or the other, right? Because at the end of the day, anything can happen statistically at any given point. Within this market here, you never know what's going to happen. One person could make a decision and basically fuck the market to the downside. One person can make the decision and absolutely make it explode, or nothing can. You have to plan for all sorts of stuff here. So the evidence is for the downside, in my opinion. Yeah, it's a little choppy, right? There's more evidence for continuation right now, other than the rejection of this all-time high resistance. Although it was a pretty significant rejection, in my opinion. It doesn't really take away from the strength of the overall trend just yet, right? So I'm going to be looking for price action, either continue to potentially open up a range between these two horizontals here, or maybe pull back a little bit. Wouldn't be out of the question. Or maybe pull back a little bit more significantly, which again would not be out of the question. So the key factor here is pay attention to these horizontals, watch your momentum oscillators here. Again, they don't look too threatening right now. We haven't got any critical signals. Again, when I look at the daily time frame and I look at the cross, sometimes you got to be skeptical of crosses, right? Because stochastics can start coiling and price action can explode. That's why I look at the 80 read. The 80 read is so important here. Now, if we see continuation and we see stochastics break below that 80 read, that's going to be very, 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 very critical in my opinion, especially with RSI potentially breaking the exponential or crossing the 50 read as well, right? We're looking for key critical signals that give us, clear, concise points of evidence, of what this market is really trying to do. And from my perspective, this market is really trying to go. It's trying to, it's starting to build. Obviously, a beautiful uptrend to the upside here. Nothing too crazy in my opinion, except for the continuous, never-ending, all-time fucking highs. It's kind of what I'm going to be, waiting for, paying attention to my horizontals and waiting for the next play here. SPY futures. I wish I could say the same thing, but guess what? We're on new all-time highs. Confirming new support as well above. Again, not a clean test, but I'm looking for that secondary candle closure above to confirm it as new tentative support here. We don't have to necessarily touch it to confirm it as support. I'm just looking for that secondary confirmation that says, hey, price action is likely wanting to stay on this support for a little while longer and potentially look for the move all the way up to the one spot 272, which is my next target as of right now for SPY futures here. Again, confirming support yesterday, not seeing any extreme reactions. And, momentum oscillators looks eerily similar here on stochastics and RSI in comparison to NASDAQ, right? But new all-time highs, sitting on new all-time highs. Unless we break this support here, I'm not going to be looking for targets lower, but if we do break 45.50, I will look for the next horizontal all the way down here, somewhere around 44.80, spot 75, right around the 21 exponential, kind of the same thing here. We haven't really confirmed a high or low in this structure just yet since this point here on the 11th of October. A pullback wouldn't be disastrous, right? A closure below this low here would be fucking disastrous. A close below 43.28 in a few days would be disastrous in my opinion. But right? It's bullish as fuck. This is bullish as fuck. I have no reason to think it's not bullish as fuck. Again, I did outline some possibilities because we aren't seeing NASDAQ print new all-time highs just yet. But from SPY futures here, I have to lean a little bit more one way on this one and look for continuation until proven otherwise. Until I am proven otherwise, I'm looking for the one spot 272 here for SPY futures. And the only proof otherwise would be a break below the current support, which we just confirmed on yesterday's candle closure. Albeit we are coming off of a reversal style candlesticks formation. With that doji style closing here and stochastics also pivoting to the downside a little bit, still not seeing any major contributing signals that convinces me of more of a pullback, right? And until we start seeing closures below current support, I have to remain to the upside. We have our targets to the downside at 21, level by level. That's how I'm playing it, level by level. Unless there's some kind of cataclysmic event to the downside, I'm not looking for any bearish activity as of right now. God, my mouth is so dry. Fucking duck. We continue on. We strive forward. Bullish. SPY futures, bullish. Dow Jones, probably the same thing. Yeah, bullish. Same thing for Dow Jones here. Looking for the one spot 272 Fibonacci extension, somewhere around 36,000, $200. Nothing too much more to say, other than the same points that I laid out in, SPY futures here. Currently looking at this as support. Actually, we can move this up a little bit to make it a little bit more conservative in my opinion. So we are looking at support here. We did break, boom, right here. On the 22nd? And then on Monday, boom, confirmed as support, saw a little continuation and a little sell-off. Obviously, maybe you could consider this, a target met. I wouldn't personally. It's not close enough for me to say, yeah, that target has been fully met here because, there's some, in my opinion, and from an algorithmic perspective here, there could be some algorithms looking to take profit up in that region. Obviously, we're already seeing sell-off, but continuation is the main disposition as well. We haven't seen a low. Again, we haven't seen a low since this region here. So pull back to the 21. Again, it would not be out of the question for either one of these assets. It would not be out of the question to see another, structural low confirm on this support here before continuing on new all-time highs. That wouldn't be out of the question, but I am not convinced of that, condition being met unless we break current support at 35,650. Until that condition is met, again, bullish as hell. Again, stochastics deep in the critical zone here. Yeah, a little bit of a cross down, but got to plan for that, potential of the coiling action here. RSI looking a little weak, but again, back above the 50 read here, confirming new highs. hitting resistance, hitting a little bit of resistance on this high. Nothing out of the question. I still believe continuation is the main disposition for Dow Jones here, and we're going to leave it at that. We have our conditions for the downside. Again, unless we see some kind of cataclysmic decline below the 21 immediately, I'm not looking for anything lower than the 21. I'm trying to play it level by level. Play it level by level here. Moving on to DXY. I wonder what it's doing. Nothing. Consolidating. So we did break the 21 exponential, right? We did break the 21 exponential, which is significant in my opinion, and we are seeing that break of the 21 on a fresh cross of the stochastics here, with both the exponential and stochastics pointing. Damn, I cannot talk today. Pointing to the north side. Maybe I just need to slow the fuck down. I'm trying to cram in so much information. I do apologize. I feel like I've been rambling for the past couple of days, and maybe I just need to chill the fuck out for a second. Good fucking God almighty. Stretching, hold on. Alright. I'm excited. I love being here. Judge me all you want. I want you to judge me, but don't judge me. I am who I am. I get excited. I'm an excitable guy. I love doing this shit. Alright. So, for the US dollar index here, again, this could very well prove to be, another structural high or low. That's kind of how I'm looking at it right now. It is possible, in my opinion, more possible than not. We do see a little weakness on the RSI, right? We are seeing a little bit of a rejection of that exponential here, which is technically negative. It's not really the best signal I want to see. Again, I use exponential slope theory very, very, very heavily on my analysis, especially with the RSI. Not so much the stochastics, but definitely the RSI. And we are seeing RSI kind of reject. But again, look at the structure. Look at the structure and tell me this doesn't look bullish as fuck. Again, I learned a little bit of a lesson with inconsequential lows. That's why I try to identify some of these lows sometimes can be inconsequential, especially when you see these stair-stepping quick lows. Boom, right? Some of them could be inconsequential. This low here is very, very consequential, very, very significant in my opinion, structurally. And then these lows just kind of confirm the uptrend continuation. We saw the change of behavior below the prior low right here at 93.70. We'll just call it 78. And then saw a little bit of consolidation, and then boom, a low confirm here. I look at this as a structural high or low in conjunction with this low here. So I am still bullish on the US dollar index, only because we have basically confirm that change of behavior from a weekly time frame perspective here, and saw continuation, a little bit of a pullback after achieving those kind of new highs. Not out of the question here. And again, using this slope theory on the 21 exponential, it didn't go like sharply to the downside. Looking at it, I was like, wait for price action to play out here. Be patient. That's something you guys got to remember here with the market. That to be honest with you, for the first 3 years that I was a trader or studying to become a trader, I was not fucking patient at all. Reading a couple of books, doing some research, calming the fuck down, definitely taught me, hey, be patient. And this is what I'm doing with the US dollar index here, because again, I do believe the US dollar index kind of dictates where the market's going. Again, we have seen a couple of deviations in the past here, but typically when the US dollar index is bullish as fuck, the rest of the market isn't. And when the rest of the market, is bullish as fuck, typically the US dollar index isn't, right? So looking at the whole structure here, I'm still bullish. Looking at the 21 exponential break here, looking at price action to potentially confirm the 21 as support. If that condition is met here, I will look for a retest of 94.1 here, and potentially even a breakthrough, at which point, obviously, I would look for the next target right here, somewhere around 94.37. Again, I try to play it level by level. However, it is possible we could print a, boom, lower high right here and see continuation, and I will be confident that we see continuation even further lower if we take out the current support at 93.55. This is a major point in my opinion. If we take this out, that would be a clear cookie cutter indication of downside continuation in my opinion for this asset, which in my opinion would be a bad thing for the cryptocurrency market and the stock market right now, because there are some things that have been exploding for the past, obviously cooling off a little bit today, but we can kind of see why. We saw a little bit of a divvy here in the US dollar index, and then all of a sudden Bitcoin goes boom, right? It's kind of weird how that works out sometimes, but you know, as far as this price action is concerned, the most important thing I'm looking at is for that 21. If that 21 holds here, I do believe we do see a little bit more continuation. However, if it doesn't fail, I think we retest the current low, and then that current low becomes like you know, warning shot fired. And if that breaks, oof. Next level will be like 92, 93 even. And that's where I'll leave the US dollar index here for today. I do believe it is time for the Bitcoin boy. Bitcoin, and then we'll move on to, I think we got the Hall of Fame. I'm going to leave AMC alone. It's boring. The Hall of Fame, definitely SHIB. Oh my God, SHIB is fucking losing its mind right now, and I'm loving it. But Bitcoin! This is why I made the comment at the beginning of the video here. Guy was like, why is Bitcoin crashing? Yo, this is fucking Bitcoin crashing right here. Woo! Right? That is a fucking crash, right? That is a crash. This is just a red candle, man. It's just one red candle. Come on, be patient. Have patience. Have some tact. So we are seeing a little bit of rejection here, potentially, you know, again, that range continuing to open up, right? I'm going to tighten that range up a little bit. Boom, right here. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to mark off this area. But right there. You know, we saw a poke above it, but guess what? We still remain within the range here. I'm looking at this as a range. Why? Because, you know, obviously after the all-time high was confirmed on the daily, the all-time high was confirmed on low volatility, number one, on low volatility, and then stochastics crossed down, and you can see how violently the stochastics are crossed to the downside, right? We see this cataclysmic, again, when you look, sometimes it can be confusing, guys. It can be confusing. I will definitely, Matt's in the house. I can definitely do CEI. I definitely have time, dude. I literally have all fucking night. I will definitely do CEI for you, for sure. We're looking at Look at the violence of stochastics, right? What are we not seeing in return? We are not seeing violence in price action, right? We're not seeing, you know, price action decline in such a significant way matching stochastic. So, okay, kind of what I'm looking at here is potentially consolidation, potentially looking for a bullish reset. I think we go more, to be quite honest with you. If you know, we didn't build this whole run, right? We didn't see this whole run build just to print a slightly higher all-time high, just for it to die now, right? Hopefully, right? Again, I'm not trying to be too overzealous on the bias of you know, an asset, but the way this one is looking here, at one time had me convinced that we were going to see a cataclysmic one-year decline. For the first time, we have confirmed that the H104 moving average on the weekly time frame did not line up and confirm a bear market. I think Bitcoin goes for more. Again, I'm throwing in a lot of my personal opinion. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. I actually expect fucking no one to take what I say seriously, except learn from my successes or my mistakes. And I could be making a mistake by saying, you know, I'm still looking for the one spot 272. I'm still looking for $73,000 on Bitcoin. Bitcoin has not convinced me at all whatsoever. It's ready to do like a cataclysmic nosedive. We saw a cataclysmic nosedive here on our stochastics, but we didn't get the same reaction out of price action. And again, price action takes precedence over everything. It takes precedence over everything, over momentum oscillators, over the 21. Price action dictates everything. Obviously, we're still seeing price action remain above the 21 exponential here, holding support still, remaining within this range. Momentum oscillators are starting to cool down a little bit. This could very well be a bullish reset, ladies and gentlemen. And if it is a bullish reset, if we remain above the 21 exponential, and you know, to be quite honest with you, you know, this is an inconsequential low. It's an inconsequential low in my opinion. Realistically, this is the low. This is the low right here. That is significant. We could realistically see a pullback all the way down to this region here at 50,008, or even all the way down to 49.9 or 44.9. Excuse me, $45,000. Confirm, you know, structural higher low, and then continue on. Is that what I'm confident of right now? No, I'm actually confident that this one consolidates a little bit more. Consolidates, breaks resistance, goes for the one spot 272 until convinced otherwise. Obviously, I'm going to be looking for the you know, potential for the downside price action here on Bitcoin. Bitcoin, and I would be looking for this range. If the range breaks to the downside below $60,200, I'll look for the next level and play it level by level. I'll look for 57.6, and then 53.3, and then a little lower 51, and again play it level by level until we see some kind of stop and reverse point. Shit. Give me a second. I got a dry mouth like a motherfucker. So for Bitcoin, it's ranging. I'm being patient. I'm waiting to see if it remains in this range while momentum oscillators take a cool, take a divvy, take a dive, take a deep down, cool down period, and see if we can see a little bit of a bullish reset. And a little decline is a possibility for a bullish reset here. Again, a bullish reset doesn't mean the price action can't pull back, right? Price action can definitely pull back, especially above this macro low right here, which from my style of trading, my way of thinking, my nuanced interpretation of the market, this is a macro high or low on the daily time frame until proven otherwise. And price action realistically could come all the way down to this support 44.8 and confirm another higher low here and continue onwards and upwards. The probability of that happening, in my opinion, is low, but it is something that I am planning for. Always have a plan, guys. Always have a plan. That is the most important. That's the most important thing when coming into this. If you fail to plan, your plan is to fail, no matter what. So right now, be patient. Look to see if this consolidation phase continues while momentum oscillators, most importantly the stochastics, cools down a little bit. And see if we can see a significantly higher all-time high at $73,000 here, which is kind of where I'm looking to take a lot of profit on this move right now. I'm just kind of divvying in, and I did add a little bit more to the position on the test of the support. Cool. I got to add a little bit at a low price. So I'm just waiting to see if it reverses and continues up, or if this is the actual top, the top, which. Is it though? Bitcoin's fucking awesome. All right, we're gonna go ahead and move on. We're gonna check out CEI before SHIB. I did get a request here today on the comments, which is awesome. Thank you for that. Camber Energy Incorporated. I haven't looked at this one. Oh my god. Oof. We're gonna redo this chart here. I mean, it's not looking great, to be honest with you. Give me a second. It's been a minute since I've looked at this one here. Oh man, this is not good. This is definitely This is definitely a downtrend here. God damn, noop. What the All right. Macro perspective. Yeah, this could be a macro high or low. Maybe see some consolidation. I would look for a little bit more down, to be quite honest with you. We're seeing stochastics, confirm a higher low, macro higher low as well. But we're starting to see a lot of downside pressure here. Not a lot, but enough. When I start seeing ticks to the downside in the bearish control zone after a massive dump like that, I always think, man, this might not be over. As far as the downside is concerned for CEI, we do see RSI here, which is a pivotal indicator in my opinion, rejecting twice of the 50 read here. Yeah, again, the lows are increasing, but this looks ugly, man. This is fucking ugly. I hate charts like this, man. They're so ugly. It just makes me want to say down. And I have to remain unbiased with this kind of stuff, because I don't want to sway somebody's opinion one way or the other. From my trading perspective, though, guess what, buds? We're below the 21 exponential. We've confirmed a trade below the 21 exponential. As long as price action remains below the 21 exponential, I'm going to be looking for more downside price action here. Saw price action continue lower. I do think the first test of a $1.22 is going to be the next course of action for this one. If we break a $1.22, oof. I'll look for a test of the prior low, somewhere around 90 cents, maybe 91 cents. Anything below that is cataclysmically catastrophic, with a target firstly at 60 cents. and then this just becomes a potential pump and dump, in my opinion. We've seen it pump, dump, pump, dump, pump, dump, pump, potential dump. From a macro perspective, yeah, any low that prints that's higher than this if we see it stop and reverse, could be the macro higher low. We could be looking at the macro higher low. Price action did confirm a low right here, confirmed another low here. We are technically in a little bit of an uptrend, but again, that 21 takes precedence. The structure doesn't look real, it doesn't look real girthy. It doesn't look like it's got power right now. I think it's just kind of cooling off after that dump and basically waiting for this consolidation phase to come to a resolution here, either to the upside or to the downside. I would say, though, if we do see an open and closure above the 21, that likely lines up with a break of the $1.82 resistance here, and I would be looking for continuation to the current resistance at 422, which would be a big move. Considering how much percentage is that? Jesus Christ. The probability. Holy crap, I got 3 viewers. Man, whoa. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for hopping on by. Oh, I had 1 viewer, and then I look back just a couple seconds later, and it's to 3. Woo. It's a party. It's a party. 3's a crowd. You know what I'm saying? 3 is a crowd. Having three members in makes me feel really good. But for CEI, am I confident this one stops and reverses and continues to new all-time highs, or not all-time highs, new highs just yet? It looks real ugly, man. To be quite honest with you. Again, I could be wrong. I could be proven wrong, which is why I have a plan for the upside. I do have a plan for the upside. From a biased side, though, I'm a little skeptical on this one. RSI just looks beat up here. RSI looks beat up. It's playing around with that 50 read and continuing to reject the 50 read. Yeah, it's on rising lows, but rejecting the 50 read like that, not a good look, man. Not a good look here. So just pay attention to support, which is at about $1.22, $1.21, $1.22, and resistance at about $1.84, $1.85. I would pay attention to those 2 resistances and see which one breaks first before making a definitive decision. That's what I would do. But looking at momentum, to be quite honest with you, I'm not confident for the upside for Camber Energy here right now. Again, I could be proven wrong, and if I am, I won't be proven wrong because I have a plan for the other side. My bias would be proven wrong if it decides to, launch to the upside, but my planning would be 100% accurate either way. So, that's going to be it for Camber Energy. I think it's time for the Hall of Fame. Woof! The Hall of Fame. A couple of valid points were talked about in the group chat here today. I can't remember the guy's name, but the original CEO, I think, of the Hall of Fame retired. Awesome guy. I've seen his face a million times. I'm not good with names, especially with the names that I don't pay attention to, but the dude was there forever. Everybody loved the guy. The guy retired not too long ago. Good for him. Shout out to that guy. And supposedly we're bringing in a new guy. And maybe the market's not taking that so well. I buy that. I definitely buy that. Looking at price action here today. Again, news aside, you guys got to remember, news aside, please take a minute to eliminate the fact that you were thinking about the news. Anybody watching this stream, I know you're talking about the news. I know you're looking to, give it a reason, right? Take all of that away. For how long? For how long, everyone? For how long have I been saying price action could dive anywhere in this blue box territory as a result of breaking into the blue box territory? This was a pivotal point, in my opinion. The $2.41 region was crucial in controlling the way the market goes. Not from a bot algorithm and buy-sell standpoint, like different perspectives here, right? From an analytic perspective here, breaking 241 was never fucking good. Was never good from a trading perspective, from an analytic perspective. Barring any news, barring anything. Again, I do believe the guy retiring and a new CEO coming in has a contributing factor to play into this, but I could have made this assumption without any of that news. We broke the $2.41 region here. Boom. Confirmed it as resistance. Not even testing it again. Boom. What do you see? Continuation. The target, $2. Maybe $1.98 is going to be the next target here. For me, this is where I'm going to be looking for a bounce. I think this one just continues. I could be wrong. We could, let's see if we're lined up with anything. Actually, no, we're not lined up with shit. Realistically, I'm looking for a little bit of a swan dive all the way down to the $2 region here. Stochastics, absolutely, like, it doesn't, this is so, oh my, it's so clear. Look at the control. This is the bearish critical zone. Bearish critical. And we just got a fresh cross in the bearish critical zone. Not good. Not good from an analytical perspective. RSI continuing further in to the bearish control zone. I don't need any news to have made profit off that move. None. That's just my 2 cents, though. That's just my 2 cents. We have a target to the downside. Momentum oscillators are absolutely destroyed. I'm looking for down until we see a stop and reverse point. Obviously, the only point that I have in mind that could be a legitimate stop and reverse point would be the $1.98 region here. There's nothing, in my opinion, there's nothing standing in the way of price action moving on the way down to $1.98, at which point I get very, very, very interested in scooping up a bunch more of this asset here. Maybe another 500 shares of this bad boy might be getting deposited into my account at the earliest convenience. If I see price action reach that region, I have a couple of limit buy orders already pulled, ready to fire at any given moment here. I'm looking for a cataclysmic decline. Nothing will convince me otherwise, except a full-on reversal above the 21. This is a downtrend. This is a bear market for the Hall of Fame. And until I see a sign of stop reversal and any evidence of a potential bull market to precipitate down, straight fucking down to the depths of nothing, I have no more dispositions other than that. Like, again, that is the definition of bearish right here. I can't paint a clearer picture for anybody. It's so clear to me that this is going to decline. I'm very confident that this one's going to die. This one's going to die for a little while. Maybe people aren't very excited about the new CEO, which is fine. But at the end of the day, for the asset itself, I believe in the NFL. I believe in the NFL just because they're fucking billionaires. People love football all around the country. People come from around the globe to visit Canton, Ohio to see the Football Hall of Fame, believe it or not. And when they make it a hotel, a resort, a water park, a theme park, fucking carnivals and shit, I think they're going to generate a lot of revenue, and I think this stock is going to fucking explode at some point. And I'm going to be there for it. I'm going to scoop up as many shares of this as possible at the lowest price possible, and I'm already ready to pull the trigger on some buy orders here at the $1.98 region. I am prepared. Yes, anything can happen. For any of you that's out there that's like, oh, it's going to be bullish, oh my god. Yes, we technically could confirm a higher low here. A very macro higher low in conjunction with this higher low right here. And see continuation to the upside. What convinces me that that's maybe not the case here is, a lot of those lows were printed above the bearish control zone here on RSI, and we're seeing RSI broken into the bearish control zone for the first time in quite some time here, all the way back in 2020. November of 2020 was the last time the bears had any control of this market, and then it just did its thing, and now we're back to bearish. If we maintain structure in the bearish control zone, it's just going to further solidify my theory that price action continues to decline to the downside. And the only thing that would convince me otherwise is a stop and a reversal right here and now, and a move above yesterday's open at $2.34 with a closure and continuation back above resistance here at $2.42. A stop and reversal. A stop and reversal. The discontinuation of cataclysmic decline to the downside with cataclysmic increase in price action is the only thing that will convince me that this is ready to go back to some kind of bullish posturing. For now, I'm absolutely bearish. I got my bear goggles on for the Hall of Fame. We're going to move on. Have I done SHIB yet? Now we can talk about something bullish. This is fucking bullish. Again, there's no price action history. Very little stochastics. Very little RSI. Very little anything on the chart that I'm paying attention to for SHIB. But boy, oh boy, is it fucking losing its goddamn mind. SHIB continuing. Target has been met, in my opinion. The target has been met. The target has been met. The target has been met. I would consider this close enough as close enough of a test of resistance here. Now, the question is, does it break? Right? This is going to be. Okay, let me rephrase that. If we break resistance at 5,700 satoshis, we'll go conservative and say 5,700 satoshis. If we break 5,700 satoshis and confirm support, we will be in no man's sky territory, blue sky territory. Unprecedented bullishness could potentially be the result of being in price discovery. Okay, so for those of you that don't know what price discovery is when a brand new asset achieves new heights and has no indication of discontinuing those new heights. At which point, in price discovery, you are trying to identify a level at which the first resistance is confirmed. Price discovery for an asset is exciting. I have no fucking clue what's going to happen with an asset that's so brand new, that's absolutely exploding to the upside, looking to tentatively break the only resistance that lies in the way of price discovery. The question becomes, where does it end? So we have to pull out our fibs, everybody. We have to pull out our fibs. Again, am I confident in any of the analysis that I am about to provide? Please let me make it clear to you. Hell no. I am not confident in any of the analysis that I am about to provide on SHIB. Why? Because the price is booming, but the history is not. This asset came out this year, right? Pretty sure it came out this year. Excuse me. Yeah, came out this year, 2021. Not even a year old. Not even. God, it's 5 months old, you guys. It's 5 months old. It just turned 5 on the 9th of October. It's 5 months old, and anything that has less than a year, you guys, I have to be quite honest with you. I can't even be confident to make my own trades, right? Now, I'm a bag holder. I'm not trading SHIB. I'm a bag holder. I'm a bag holder. Because I don't trade shorter term time frames. I trade one specific time frame, one specific strategy. I stick to the plan. I execute the plan. I profit. But for this one, I bought a fuckload of them. We break this resistance. The one spot 272 is the next target. 7,000 satoshis is the next target. Stochastics, again, not enough history, but high or low. Boom. We don't have a low before that, but I can look at this and say, maybe this was the high, maybe this is the low. High or low. Boom. Looking to enter the bullish critical zone. We start seeing bullish control in the critical zone with all that coily shit that we saw here. Only the market knows where this is going to go, to be quite honest with you. All the supporters, all the people buying into SHIB, all the excitement. The only thing I can, confidently say is look for fibs. Look for fibs as potential take profit zones if you're trading SHIB on the daily time frame. Look for fibs, but all of these are possible. Shit, 24,000 satoshis. Oof, goddamn, that would make me happy. Up. Up. Again, I can't be confident. I can't tell you that with confidence. This is literally completely, purely biased. 100% personal opinion. SHIB to the fucking moon. SHIB to the moon. Get a bag. Get a bag of it. Had a guy come to me today. Should I get SHIB? I don't fucking know. Buy it anyway. Who cares? What's $100? Put your money in. See what happens. That's what I did. I put my money in. I'm gonna see what happens. Let's see what fucking happens. Up. SHIB is going to the moon! Green dildos all day! right? It's bullish. I mean, I can't do like history. There's no fucking history. It's so new, but it looks so good right now. Yep, bullish. Bullish on SHIB until proven otherwise. I guess the only proof otherwise would be a break of the 21. We do have the birth of the 21 right here. Whoop. So, you know, it is in play. It is valid. It is an indication that you can use to trade. And I wouldn't be looking for cataclysmic decline unless we see price action open and close below the 21. Or take out this low, which kind of would align itself with breaking that 21 exponential. And that's it. That's going to be SHIB, guys. To the moon. Let's go ahead and look at some of these requests. We do have requests. Let's look at them. Algo. ALGO-USD. Let's do Coinbase. Oh my god, I haven't looked at this chart in a minute. Oh, but I have a channel? Oh man. I guess I'll just get rid of these. And kind of do a little bit of a restructure of this chart here. It looks like I laid that channel out real nice. Real nice. Yeah, that was a nice channel. Oof. Beautifully plotted. Ooh. Ooh! Alright, so looking at Algo here, it looks bullish. It definitely looks bullish. Let's go ahead and plot some points here. Boom. Get in on that bad boy. Alt H, right? Why is my hotkey not working? Oh, come on, don't be that. Alt H. So I'm trying to get used to... Thank you. Holy crap. Used to hotkeys, and for some reason it wasn't working just now. I mean, we're seeing, we saw price action break resistance here. Confirmed it support here. It is looking a little frothy right now, to be quite honest. Oh, shit. To be quite honest with you, I didn't mean to plot that. But, we're above the 21 once again. Bitcoin's looking pretty good. Stochastics on this one's looking pretty good. In the bullish control zone, looking to enter the bullish critical zone. I like that. RSI, looking a little bit wonky, but kind of stepping its way to new highs. We definitely confirmed the new high on RSI, and we are holding that exponential as support at the current moment in time. The thing would be, like, if we do see a break below this support right now, maybe even on the shorter term time frames, I would have to say a pull to the 21 wouldn't be out of the question. We are seeing a lot of chop, right? Real tightly wound price action, a lot of boring, right? A lot of boring shit, and then we get that boom. Oh, we broke resistance. Let's see if that support continues to hold. But the fact that we did confirm it as support leads me to believe maybe we see a move all the way back up for Algo USD to about $2.31. Would be a potential target to the upside, especially if Bitcoin continues to boom to the upside. I would be looking for a lot of the altcoins to do the same, but that would be the next target to the upside. A break below current support, 21 would be the next target. Any closure below the 21, in my opinion, not a good signal, not a good look, as I would be targeting the current lows right around $1.70 and maybe even lower. That's pretty much it. RSI, again, a little wonky, definitely a little sign of concern. Volatility is collapsing, which is definitely indicative of consolidation, which we were in right here for a while, and then it tightened up. And then boom, we broke resistance. So it'll be interesting to see if we hold this. We still have 18 hours left in the day. We're seeing red right now, but that doesn't mean it won't bounce all the way back up. It'll be interesting to see what this candle does for tomorrow's stream here. But we have the conditions, we have the momentum oscillators. Keep it simple, main. Keep it simple. Let's go ahead and move on. Matic USD. Boom. I think we did this one yesterday. Let's see what it's doing. Fuck me. This one looking a lot better than Algo. Yeah, I'm gonna be looking for the next low right here, or the next high. Actually,
and that's just Mother Nature.
We closed on resistance right here. But it looks powerful. I would be looking for a movement up right to this region here, about $2.22, maybe $2.23, maybe a little higher. If we break that region, new all-time highs, we're gonna have to start talking about those. But looking at price action here, breaking resistance today. Right now, we shattered resistance. So this is unconfirmed. We do have 18 hours, 53 minutes left in the day. This is unconfirmed here. Maybe we, see a little bit of a short-term pullback here. But if we break this resistance at $1.88 here, confirm it as support, I'm gonna be very, very much considering new all-time highs. We do see stochastics here, absolutely crushing it, diving deeper into the bullish critical zone here. I do like that. Stochastics back into the bullish control. Damn it, RSI back into the bullish control zone once again. If we maintain structure, that'll definitely give me confidence. If we maintain structure in the bullish critical zone for stochastics and the bullish control zone for RSI, that will definitely add to the confidence for potential new all-time highs for Matic USD. Got some requests. Jennifer's in the house. All right, thoughts on SLI and or GN? I'll do both. I'll do both of those for you. Actually, give me just 1 second, everyone. Oh, give me just 1 second. We are back. All right. Yeah, let's do SLI. Let's definitely do SLI first. We're gonna go check it out. SLI. Standard lithium. Oh shit! I think I remember looking at this one. Ooh, it's been a minute. What's going on? Okay. Give me 1 sec, Jen. I gotta look at this. We got an uptrend. We definitely have an uptrend here, and the trend is definitely a friend until the end. Oh man, we're gonna have to play with some past price action here. I'm gonna lose my shit if this is just a gap fill, and when we go all the way back up to like $28, that I'll lose my fucking mind. So hold on, we broke this. That right there is probably the next target to the upside. This one is so... Yeah, I remember this chart. This one is so, like, blocky and spotty. It's so hard sometimes to get support and resistance when you have blocky stuff like that. Okay, so looking at this, okay, let's do it. Confirm to higher low. Boom, right on this support. Launch, lift off. I do like that. I see RSI here. Fucking, that's a beautiful structure here for RSI. Looking for a full recovery. Looking for potential entry back into the bullish control zone here. I do like that. We enter bullish control zone. I think things are going to start looking good here. Obviously, not looking good generally as a whole, like, but this may be a macro higher low right here. Maybe a macro higher low that was needed for this asset. Price action is starting to look a little cleaner, right? You go all the way back in the past here, and it doesn't look so clean. Maybe a full-blown correction is what was needed to make this chart look a little fucking cleaner. Make price action go a little bit smoother here. But yes, we have a clean 21 play here going on. We're above the 21 exponential. We just crushed and confirmed a resistance as new support and put a low on it. Continuation to about... Yep, 1345, I'd say anywhere between 1330 and 1345 is going to be the next target, in my opinion, for this one. I do like stochastics for this as well, because we're starting to see that coiling start to play out here. I love the coiling shit, man. I love that shit. It's just a telltale sign that's an asset's looking real bullish. Obviously, not looking real bullish. But this trend overall is looking pretty bullish right now, from a medium-term time frame perspective. That being the daily, the 21 is trading up, the 10 is trading above the 21. We're confirming higher low after higher low, and we're seeing price action put in some nice numbers right now. So, the trend is your friend until the end of the trend, and the trend is definitely upward. Yeah, that's gonna do it. Okay, let's talk about the possibility for the downside here. Again, I'm not biased towards the downside right now, to be quite honest with you. This one's actually looking really, really set up for continuation to the upside. But you know, worst case scenario, the only way I would look for any kind of reversal right now is an open enclosure below the 21. At which point I'd play it level by level, looking for 8 spot 60, and then the next level being 7 spot 10. I'm not confident in that though, to be quite honest with you. Yeah, you can plan for a potential, move to the downside, but this is set up real nice for continuation, in my opinion. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice, but if I were trading this, it looks pretty set up, to be quite honest with you. GNUS is the next one here. Let's go ahead and look at that one. GNUS. Shit. Genius Brands International. Holy shit! God damn! Whoa! Son of a mother's lover! Well, this is valid now. What the fuck? I guess that's what happens in penny stocks sometimes. So we're looking at this. I'm gonna measure this. Bottom of the body to the top of the body. God damn, 50% in a 24-hour period. Confirmed support. I might have to play with this chart a little bit. Yeah, let's play with the chart. We're gonna have to lay some new shit here. This is ridiculous. I mean, I guess we've seen it before. So I wonder if that's gonna be the same thing here. No, it actually didn't. No. See, penny stocks are so weird for me because the liquidity is low, participation is low, volume is low, but why won't you work? Can you stop being a butt? Let's get some new lines. I mean, we hit resistance. And we do have this. An uptrend line right there. I mean, I can't say it. I like it for continuation, to be quite honest with you. We broke a resistance here. Obviously a 50% day. Broke a few resistances in my opinion, but most importantly, a really critical one here, confirming a change of behavior and confirming this region here at $1.69 as support, actually closing a lot higher than that region. Maybe a move back up to 205 coming in tomorrow. Maybe even pre-market wouldn't be out of the question in my opinion. We do see stochastics continuing upside back into the bullish control zone once again. RSI took a quick, swift, and decisive swan dive into the bullish control zone. It's a signal. I mean, you got yourself a signal, but with a move like this, man, be careful, be cautious, pay attention, manage your risk. Manage your risk. This is the kind of move that I look at and I'm like, I don't know. It's a penny stock. It's definitely a penny stock. It looks like it's always been a penny stock. Yeah, penny stock, definitely for sure. And this is, I mean, yeah, this is technically an up, a higher low structure right here, which is indicative of an uptrend, and we're starting to see a change of behavior on the smaller structure, expanding volatility. Yeah, I mean, I'd pay attention to these two support and resistances. 205, a break above 205. I'll look for the next level, somewhere around $2.40. Any break below support, $1.69. I'll look for cataclysmic decline to about $1.38. That is so weird. I love these surprise charts, man. Where I pull it up and there's just a big old fucking green girthy candle right in my face, just slapping me around. I love it. I think that's all I have. I mean, this is kind of weird. Very explosive. Very explosive. Seeing a candle like this, my brain just says it's gonna keep going. It's gonna keep going. But then my other part of my brain's like, no, don't be biased. Plan, prepare. Tell your viewers how to be realistic with price action. And sometimes you see unrealistic price action. Believe it. Sometimes you see unrealistic shit. And this is one of those things where it's like, man, holy shit. 60% in a day? What? That's going to do it for that one. Link USD. It's going to be the next one here today. Yeah, I like this one for new highs, to be quite honest with you. Stochastics in the bullish critical zone. RSI looking to potentially enter the bullish control zone. I do like the uptrend structure. We do have an uptrend structure a little bit forming in here. We're above the 21. We're breaking resistance after resistance. I'm going to clear all of this shit out. I'm going to, again, I want to get the new lines on most of my charts here. Yeah, the next resistance is the current high. I will be looking for price action to continue to about 35 bucks, to be quite honest with you. Again, looking at momentum oscillators, real nice. What I don't like is that volatility is absolutely fucking destroyed right now. Not sure what to make out of that with price action continuing to the upside. Pay attention to price action. I would say volatility right now is insignificant, inconsequential to pay attention to. But Bitcoin's on the move. If Bitcoin continues further up, this one likely does as well. You do have resistance here and a resistance here. Any break above this $35 region, I'll look for price action to continue a lot further up to about 42.90. And that's where I'll have to start busting out the fibs for potential all-time highs for Link USD, which will excite me because I am a little bit of a bag holder of Link USD. I've been holding on to it for, I think I bought it 12 bucks, something like that. I've been holding on to a couple of Link for quite some time. Maybe looking for Link to, in the future become like a $100, $200 coin or something like that. Take some profit on it then. It's a little bit of an investment. I think I got like 10 or 11 of them or something stupid like that. But yeah, I like it. Same thing as Bitcoin. I'm looking for continuation until proven otherwise here. And the proof otherwise would be a open and closure below the 21 exponential. We could see a little bit of a pullback. When's our last low? We could see a little bit of a pullback to the 21, confirm a little bit of a higher low right here before continuing onwards and upwards. But this one looks like it's already on the move right now. So Link looks good. Link looks good. Prog, P-R-O-G. If anybody's got any more requests, this is the final call. Let me know. Prog, what the Okay, so we closed above resistance here, but on a reversal style candlestick. On top of that, we got a little bit of bearish divergence on stochastics playing out. Not a good sign. Again, for those of you that don't know what bearish divergence is, let me tell you. You get a higher high on price action, but a lower high on stochastics. If we get stochastics to cross the exponential and come below the current low, 71.25, bearish divergence is likely to play out. But with price action doing what it's doing right now, a big move was made. A big step has been taken for this price action. We saw a closure above $3.95. I like that for continuation. We're gonna have to start talking about higher levels to the upside. I do believe this is that one chart that is absolutely dog shit. Looking to potentially not be dog shit anymore. Let's get a couple of more horizontals laid out on this bad boy. Again, play it level by level. Play it level by level. If we can see price action remain above $3.95 on a candle closing basis for the daily, I would be looking for the next move up to about $4.92. However, it wouldn't be out of the question to see this revert right now on this reversal style candlestick that just closed. The little bit of almost a Darth Maul. The upper shadow is not as long for it to be a Darth Maul, but it's a reversal style doji regardless. A little bit of indecision in this market at the current moment in time. Again, indecision and a reversal style candlestick are not indicative of price action direction, right? It's just telling you, hey, this could reverse. There is a possibility that this could reverse, either to the upside or to the downside. And if it's to the downside, I'll look for this region here, about $3.20 to be a potential target to the downside, maybe even all the way down to this region here, $2.59. The last low was here. Yeah, a pullback all the way down to $2.59 wouldn't be out of the question. Again, it's a penny stock. Penny stocks are really unpredictable sometimes. But if we hold support, I wouldn't see any reason why price action wouldn't give it a shot to about $4.90 here. Again, Momentum oscillators look really good. Stochastics being the only laggards. This could very easily play out as, you know, again, the coiling effect, right? Just because I see the potential for bearish divergence doesn't mean it actually is until we get the confirmation that it is, right? And a top here would confirm bearish divergence, in my opinion, not only on stochastics, but no, not on RSI. RSI doesn't have the bearish divergence. Stochastics, though, potentially has that bearish divergence, and I would look for a little bit of that to play out if confirmed. So that's how I'm looking at Prague. I got one more for the night. If anybody has any more requests for any stocks or assets for me to look at, right now is your last call. Get them in the comment section. Yeah, you two that are watching right now, drop them in there if you got them. Because this is going to be the last one. If not, PepsiCo. God damn. Continuation. One spot 272. I'm looking for the one spot 272. New all-time highs. We just confirmed the higher low right here. Stochastics curling back up in the bullish critical zone. The one spot 272, somewhere around 167 bucks is going to be the next target for this one here. Clean, concise trade above the 21 exponential. 21 exponential putting in new highs as well. Looks good. This one looks good. Man. Unless we see it start ranging, we do have a resistance here to consider. It wouldn't be out of the question to see a range open up right here. But expanding volatility to the max here doesn't really paint the picture of consolidation. Our stochastics crossing back up in the bullish critical zone. Our RSI bouncing off the exponential here. Boom, looking to continue as well. Pepsi's bullish as fuck. Pepsi is bullish as fuck. I'm going to be looking for continuation until proven otherwise, and the only proof otherwise would be an open and closure below the 21. And until that condition is met, I don't have targets to the downside. Yeah, I'm planning for a break of the 21. Yes, always plan for the other side, but man, this is fucking juicy. Coming off of a macro high or low, just like Bitcoin right here, keeping the structure intact to remain bullish. I'm looking up for this one here, you guys. Definitely looking up for this one here. I got one more request. Look at that, Dominion. Fuck. This one's a little weird. Sorry for the long moment of silence, you guys. Major points. It's definitely in a big range right now. All right, let's look at it. Sometimes I gotta line them up. Sometimes some of this stuff is a little choppy. So obviously, ranging a little bit right here. Definitely in a range. We got a clear, concise, trade above the 21 here. But look at all this bearish divergence. Jesus Christ, bearish divergence right here being printed. Is that bearish divergence? Not bearish divergence. Why is that? Oh, that's a potential anchor. That's right. Okay. So we got a top call here. I would be looking for a pullback back to the 21 exponential here to potentially, touch it, test it, see if it holds the support here. If not, the bottom side of the range. It's a range. It's definitely, we saw a little bit of a divvy below it, a little bit of consolidation on the bottom side of the range, but the range still holds true, to be quite honest with you. It would not be out of question to see pullback to the 21 right now, confirm it as support before looking for a move all the way back up to 80 bucks. However, look at where price action is right now. This is where it's getting rejected. This is where it's getting supported. And until one of those resistance or support levels are broken, either to the upside or to the downside, I'm not going to be looking for that cataclysmic move. Although volatility is up, stochastics is up, RSI looks a little wonky, but still up technically. I would be looking for the 21 to potentially test, and if it holds a support, that's when I'll look for the upside. That's when I'll look for the top side of the range here, somewhere around 80 bucks. if not the bottom side of the range, and I wouldn't make any definitive decisions until either one of those breaks. If you're looking for like a big move or something like that, but if you're looking to trade the range, I think you still have opportunities here. Again, until proven otherwise. With a break either above or below the range here. So that's kind of how I'm looking at this one. I don't fuck around with ranges, guys. I hate consolidation. I always get it wrong. I like to let it be and trade 21 plays if they are present. But, obviously, in consolidation with this one, you have a couple of 21 plays that are definitely tradable in my opinion. But I stray away from consolidation. I just like to leave it alone. I like to see the ranges break, and when the ranges break, I can make decisions of a potential massive breakout to the upside or to the downside. So that's going to do it for Dominion Energy, and that's going to do it for the stream, everybody. Man, hell of a stream today. Hour and 15 minutes. Excellent. Everybody that was here today watching the stream, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for your support. My heart melts. Love you guys. Seriously. 306 members. We got another new member. They're starting to kind of slowly but surely trickle into the channel. I love it. I didn't even have to work for this member. I just woke up and had a new member in the Blackfire community on Facebook. But if you are a new member, though, happen to stop by, see this video, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, tick that little bell, and you guys already know what it is. I'll be back here roughly the same time tomorrow, maybe a little bit later. And until next time, stay safe.